Oh, there. Wanna give me a minute? Give me a minute. All right, we are back. We are back. All right, because I know some of you guys don't have like YouTube. I said, you know what? Because I know a few of them been saying that they, me only have Facebook, and some of them said them not have TikTok. So the supporters and the followers kind of like divided, like some have. So I said, you know what? I know. Let me come and do a little, YouTube one for them as well, for the ones that, and you have people that tell you that they don't do Facebook, them only YouTube, and they were so glad that when I came, start coming over here a little bit more regular and so forth. So to a very happy birthday, Bongo. Cheers to a fantastic day. Well, I want to say kindly, Heartfelt, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it kindly. So I see Geraldine that's saying that we are back. We are back as you guys come on in. All right, 10 of you guys, come on now. I should at least say it's my birthday. It's the Queen birthday, right? We should see a little bit more tap tap on the screen. So you're telling me only two people on the forgot to? On the forgot to tap the screen? Did you guys forget to tap the screen? Come on, guys. You can do better. But anyway, it is what it is. If y'all don't want to tap the screen today, it's fine as well. So I'm just kind of like going to piggyback on like, what I said over there on Facebook and so forth. You know what kind of struck me, guys? Like, be right back, guys. Okay, no problem, no problem. Black Onyx. You know what kind of struck me, guys? It's like I didn't mean it. Just kind of like really, really struck me. It's that that some people actually get unalive on their birthday. I'm not talking about bad things, right? Because some people probably say it's our birthday, why she's speaking like that. But like me, I am different. I don't care if it's my birthday or whatever. If I just feel like speaking on certain things, I will speak on certain things, right? And like I said, I was just be so grateful. All kind of things were coming in my head. And I was saying to myself, like, some people actually pass away on their birthday. Hello to you, Charm. How are you doing? Just a grand general welcome to everyone, right? And I'm saying to myself, like, a lot of people don't even, like, they make it on their birthday, but yet still they depart on their birthday for whatever reason. And I'm saying to myself, right? Like, God, like, really? I'm like, oh my, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so grateful to be alive. I swear to God. It's just, to me, it's just such a blessing within myself. That's what brings me, like, the most share part of it. Because I'm like, I'm still around with my family. I'm still here to give my family support, just for us to be there for each other. And it just makes me feel so, so good. And I'm like, I don't know. But you know what I want to ask you guys? Go. We're just going to hold like a little vibes over here today. What are some of the things that you guys do on your birthday? Because I know that some of you guys still are big on their birthday. And then, over the years, I've met people that be like, I don't care about no damn birthday. Birthday's like like a regular day for me. I hear a lot of people are like, no, I don't care. It's just another day. I still have to get up and work, still have to do this. So who give a damn about birthday? But I'm saying, like, to each are close to their birthday. Yes, true. You're absolutely correct, Joy. Or even close to their birthday. Either had big plans and didn't even get a chance to achieve plans. But, I was like, let me get a little feedback, like, from some of the squaddies. Like, what are some of the things that you guys do on your birthday? Or what are some of the plans that you guys have for y'all birthday? Because, like I said, said, when I heard this one particular person was like, I don't celebrate birthday. You know, it's just a regular day like anything. It's I have to go to work, feed, take care of myself, pay bills. And I'm like, oh, really? And then I look back into myself and I was like, that's kind of like, oh, that is there some hatred going on within that person? Because you know, when they said it, it just come off to me like a little bitter, like, you know, some kind of bitterness there. And I'm like, okay, like, really? But anyway, I don't care who are not happy on their birthday. I am so fucking blessed and grateful and happy. My two brothers passed away 2 weeks to the date of their birthday. Wow. My two brothers passed away 2 weeks before their birthday. That have to be sad. Oh my God, if I have anybody that passed away, that knowingly that I know within their birth, I would be so sad. That month would not be a happy month for me. Can just imagine passed away within your birth month? Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. I couldn't even fathom how the family feels like, you know, if something like that. So what you said, Joy, have lots of sex. Okay, we're going to talk, right? You said for me, I know a lot of female does that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn it up. It's my birthday, get lots of sex and whatever. I don't look at that like a major contribution because I can have sex any day. I don't know if, you know, birthday sex is any different. Let's be grown here, right? Let's be grown here, people. I don't know if it's fair to say that birthday sex is any different from any other sex because if you have a man that's about your meat or making love to your meat, I don't know because I just feel like every sex should be like last year, July. Oh my God. I am so sorry for your loss. I could have bet it was like painful. Archer said, this year I did dinner only. I just want to relax and I'm traveling November. Normally it's like a big thing for me here in the United States, but because I know I'm flying out tomorrow and it's going to be grand. So, you know, even though I took off 2 weeks from work and, you know, just to stay with my family here, we just kind of, you know, did a little here and there, you know, every day. But going back to the birthday sex, I mean, sex is good to me whichever day because if your partner is functioning and can handle, you know, in bangle or, you know, or when you if for those that are not married or have like a partner or a fuck buddy, as long as you get a man, but I don't, you know, I never had like birthday sex, which I can say leave like a signature so I can look at it and say, yes, birthday sex. I just feel like sex is sex. Like if you're just good, you're good on any other day. You understand? Probably the treatment that you get before the birthday sex, probably, I don't know if that's what you mean. Because that can probably, you know, lighten up the mood. No man, come here, Joy. We're reasoning. I know it's a joke. Joy, come on, man. Dress up that comment section. Please and thanks. All right? Please and thanks. Just dress up. I know that you're very humorous. I don't take anything serious. So don't say that you're just joking. You don't have to say that you're joking. We remember, you know, remember them say we're a little bit over here, you know, but we, you understand? And thing. So if you guys we're not taking anything serious. Yeah, I just feel like you know, if you know you went on a dinner date and it was like fantastic, that kind of like put a little spark and even more. But to see actual the performance, I think it's the same. You understand? I always travel for my birthday. You know what? Because I said that's the only day or the only holiday that I celebrate. You know, my loved one, my 10 children, and you know, they always kind of like, you know, make it grand for me because they tell them, oh, my mommy or my sister, my brother, or she don't celebrate no other day. So that one day is always grand. And you guys know I've been telling you that I had a trip coming up to England, right? Okay, you know the naysayers, so you know they're them fast. And the mom say, I like Chantel. She just said that. Guys, how long have I been telling you guys, right, that I have this trip? I've been saying it forever. Yeah, you understand? And I was saying, oh my God, it's been a while. I've been there like twice. But just listen to the haters. Let me tell you something. The hate, thank you, Lena Boo TV. I appreciate it. See, the hate is so real out here, but it's okay. Like, I have a knowledge degree and I don't look at you. You understand? I know how to shut people down and shut them out, okay? So, hold on, let's see. So I was asking the question because I'm going to go to a Ziggy party, which is going to be lit, guys. Yes, it's going to be lit. It's normally lit, like the parties are normally lit, but this particular sports bar, they're catering the night. You understand? To me, it's like they're taking over the whole sport bar, the whole setting. So you know it's going to be lit. Yeah. So the whole sport bar, kind of vibes is going to be all about me, and family members going to be there, and then. My son told me, he said I have a speech. I said, speech? For what? I said, oh my God, stop it. He said, no, when we go there later on, you will know. Oh my God, this is like, I am just so blessed and I'm so grateful. You understand? I'm so grateful. Yes, we are back. I'm so grateful. So, guys, what are some of the things that you guys do on your birthday? Like, are in planning for your birthday? Because I see Geraldine put on there that she travels, right? Which most time I do. I might not do it on the birthday, but I normally do it like some, even if I have to take a little, vacation here in the United States and go somewhere, But traveling is big. And like I tell you, I was afforded because of a wonderful blessed job I have. The other day I was in Africa for a while. Oh my God. Africa is got that little dry heat kind of thing. I have nothing bad to say about Africa, but the only thing is that the flight from here in America, it took me about 20 hours. Was it 20 or 21 hours? Yeah, it took me about 20 or 21 hour and I was like, oh God. And it took me like about a freaking month to recuperate because like I said, I have, like when I go on these long flights, I have like jet lags, right? So even though I'm flying out tomorrow, I'm like, I'm happy. I'm like super happy, but I'm like kind of worried at the same time because it never fails. And I've been saying this like over the years that when I travel, it's like, I don't know if it's jet lag. My legs don't get swollen. My legs don't get swollen, but it's like the discomfort in my leg and eventually it would result into pain. Anybody can give me advice because I just don't know what to do, and that's the only part of flying that I kind of like be like. Sometimes I want to do it and I don't want to do it because I'm like, oh God, my legs. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. My husband likes to travel on our birthday. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's always good to get new experience and get to see new people, get to mix and mingle with different culture. Long flight gives me anxiety. Audrey, let me tell you something. When I'm on the plane, if I'm going to like these faraway countries, I tell you no lie. And somebody tell me to stop doing that. I bring like sleeping medication and I sleep majority of the time. I remember I was like in transit where I had to get to a certain point when I got into Europe, and then catch like another connected flight to go, and the stewardess, the flight attendant, had to actually wake me up. They had to actually wake me up and tell me like, okay, we're here because the flight to me is draining. And even though you know that you have people that go on these long flights, right? Thank you so much, Shirley. I appreciate it. And they are so, bubbly, chirpy, talking, getting up on the flight, going on. And I'm like, I just want to be on the flight and be off. That kind of way. So I bring, and somebody was like, no, you don't need to be taking this sleeping medication because what if there's turbulence or something uninvitable happen? You're sleeping. And I was like, oh God, why this person had to tell me this? You understand? I already have anxiety somewhat flying. And here you're telling me not to wear the compression stocking BonGo. No, me not circulation problem. Wear the compression stocking bongo. Ask your doctor to prescribe them. Hold on, let me see. Oh, what is a travel socks? I am going to, when I get off this live, I'm going to go look for it. But I'm just a little curious, right? When you Charm, you're saying travel socks. What is a travel socks? I wear when I'm traveling, but I'm trying to say, because if I go into like Walgreens or one of those places, they probably don't know what is a traveling socks. Oh, so what's the correct name for it? Traveling socks or flight socks? Because, here in America, I know that you're in Great Britain and y'all use different words or different, and what I don't want to go in there and say, do you have any, traveling socks? And they look at me like I'm crazy. So you're saying, Joy, that wear a compression stocking, but I thought compression stockings were like if you have like circulation problem and stuff like. I thought that's what that was for, and so forth. But like I told you guys, I'm very excited. You understand? Very, 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 very excited. All right, because like I said, I've been around. I've been to a lot of countries. I've been through a lot. Yeah, I told you I've been to China. Yes. And I'm not here to brag. I'm just holding a little conversation with you guys. I've been to, let me see some of the countries that I've been to. Let me run them down. Let me run them down. Let me run them down. All right, let's start with the Caribbean. Because we're just going to hold a little vice. Let's start with the Caribbean. All right, I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Cayman. I've been to Haiti. I did volunteer work down there. I've been to Cuba. I've been to uh I've been to Barbados. Oh God, like I told you guys, oh, remember. So if y'all been following me, this is not a conversation I'm having about these different countries because I kind of like gave you a little intro, little nip and pick here. I have been to Guyana. I have not made it to Trinidad as yet. And that's on my bucket list. But I think the next carnival they have there in Trinidad, I will be going, right? Been to Guyana, or am I pronouncing it correctly? Beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful place. People, I got nothing but love. Been to Grenada. Yes, I've been to Grenada. Antigua is coming up soon on my bucket list. Antigua is coming like near future. Yes, it's not going to be pleasure. It's going to be work. But I'm going to try to squeeze. Yeah, I'm going to try to squeeze like a little fun, even a little 2-day fun in it. I'm going to be there for about a week, and I want not a week, 5 days. Okay, it's like a eating thing what we have to do, and I am going to tour the town because I heard it's not a big island, so I should be able to kind of like tour it and so forth. So which one again? And I've been to some little small. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to, I've been to all of them. You understand? A lot of cruise dropping here and there, and so forth. And the British Virgin Islands been there too as well. So I've been to a lot of these islands, right? So let's look at like first world country. I've been to England, Great Britain twice. I've been to France, yes, stand there, took pictures, yes, with a partner of mine back then, went there, hug and kiss right there, and just nice friends. I just find that France, right, is a bit expensive. And to me, I find that France is kind of overrated. My opinion, and my opinion only, right? Yeah. I lived in Germany for about like straight up lived in Germany for about 7. And I'm going to tell you a little facts about myself today. I don't like to disclose anything. I like people to run with whatever they want to run with. I can speak German and I can speak it fluently, right? I've been going back and forth to Germany for the last 13, 14 years, but staying there for straight, I've been in Germany for about 7 years. Okay, been over there in China. I told you about my experience on my Facebook page pertaining to China. I wouldn't advise anybody. Yeah, I understand, but some people just want to know, want to experience it, and yes, but what I like about it, their technology is turned the fuck up. Certain things here in America that a lot of people are like, crazy about, and and all this kind of stuff. China been did it doing. I've been to Japan. Yes, I've been. Yes, my dear. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to. Never got to enjoy Ireland. The plane had stopped, and it was like a little while. So I went out and just kind of. But that to say, like did I bruise like Ireland? Happy birthday to you, Bunga. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much, Keisha Anderson. Yes. And Ireland is okay. All right. I've been to Belgium. Yes, I did. And these are not makeup store. Who knows me, know me. All right. It is what it is. I don't have to come out here and prove nothing to anyone. All right. Thank God for my job. I've been afforded. And most of these times are business trip, not pleasure. Okay. So, but I would say, if I was to relocate anywhere, I would go back to Germany. I would definitely go back to Germany. I don't know. It's just something about it's very clean. And a lot of people, when they look at Germany, they're saying that, the first thing comes to their mind, Hitler and the people of our days. But Germany is like super clean. And believe it or not, there's so many black people that lives in Germany and they're more welcoming. Over there, when I went to France, they were kind of rude. To me, I find them to be somewhat rude. I mean, like, they'll speak. Yes. The reason I say I wouldn't recommend anybody going to China, I prefer Japan over China any day. It's like they don't try to accommodate you. I remember when I first went to China, right? You have to get one of those people, your interpreter, and everything you got to pay for. You got to get your interpreter. You got to make sure you got to, as an American, you have to constantly, just like anywhere you go, you have to like constantly. It's a huge job. And we don't know it's not bad over here. I swear to God, you people are bad over here. Though Bongo is not stagnant. Then so Ja, you don't think something stagnant? Okay. I'm telling you anything them say about me in social media, it they work with, all right? That is exactly what I work in. I'm not out here to clarify or just listen. If them say me a drunk, be a drunk. But remember, I was the one that said it first, all right? So it's like you have to have new. That was back then. That was not in the near future when I went to China. But no, like people that going to China, you can interpret things on your phone, and I had a friend of mine was there about a month ago, and you could just put it on your phone, and like you can speak into it, and then they could hear you. You let them speak into it, and then there's different ways to communicate. When you're in those in those countries. But they are so strict. I've been to Dubai. I've rode on a camel. I mean, yeah. But I see people are crazy about Dubai. I am not crazy about Dubai. I am serious. I'm like, I remember when I went to Dubai, I was like, what are these people gloating over? They come out here and they hype up themselves and they be like, oh, I've been to Dubai. And I'm saying, like, really? Let me tell you something. You said Dubai, for anybody that's thinking about going to Dubai, I don't know if any one of you on here has actually been to Dubai or thinking about it. And remember, anything that I say on here is my opinion, my perspective of things, because I might say I like it. You guys might say you don't like it. I might say I, don't like it. I want to say I don't love it. All right. Bongo is not it's not locked up in any apartment on a mini bed. Or to be able to self the man. Why did I be able to self? Or the need for be able to self, Yeah. Dubai, I just feel like they're so strict. A lot of these Muslim countries, right? They're so strict. And I just went there for the experience, but they're not too gauged towards female because I want to ride lightly because I don't want to disrespect anybody culture or anybody country. But even their little laws and their ordinance are so strict. That people, which it doesn't apply to me per se, but some of these countries that even if you're part of the alphabet community, which does not apply to me, body all day, every day, right? But you cannot even hold hands, right? You can't even walk if that's your like. I am. Who is that? Ranchers, remove these people off there. Y'all not going to spam my thing today. Today is the Queen's birthday, and you're not going to spam it. So I mean, Ranchers and move them. Anybody with what is that not the norm over here? Somewhat, or just remove them. So anyway, yeah, they you know if you even like spit on the street, yeah, some of these countries. That's why we are traveling to these some of these first world countries. Get a little like research on the country because sometimes you guys are so used to like if you're living in Great Britain or America or even a third world country, and what is acceptable when you go to these countries is not acceptable here, right? Because guess what happened now? Some of these country you go there, even if you just spit on the street, they will lock your ass up. They will lock. And let me tell you something. Over there in China, they lock you up for anything, everything, even the fact that you are an American. And I'm telling you because I have had that experience and that exposure. It's like when you're there, depends on what you're there for. Let me say that. It all depends on what you're there for. But nevertheless, you have to be like very, very careful. You have to be like very, very, very careful. I swear to God, you got to be like super, super freaking careful. So, I'm just thankful for my life. But most of my trips, majority of them are business, right? But even with business, because a lot of people are not afforded to do, to have a job where business could be very nice at the same time. You know what I mean? But, I am just grateful. But I just love Germany. I love Germany. I don't really care for France. I hear people talk about, oh God, I can't wait to go to France. And I just feel like France is like a little overrated. Paris, not France. Let me take it back. What I should say, Paris is in France. But a lot of people, oh, I can't wait to go to Paris and Paris this and Paris that. Paris is all right, but I don't see. I really don't see. That's why I'm saying I'm coming back. I want to go to Wales. I want to go to the different parts. Like I said, definitely when I come back, I will be going to Manchester. It will be all about England, and so forth. But Africa, Africa. Let me tell you a little bit about Africa. I remember back then, and even though a lot of people, when you mention Africa, a lot of people, the first thing they're saying here is that, people live in huts, and people live in huts, and they eat monkeys, and over decades of years, there's a stigma, there's a stereotype, there is all these different things out there when it comes to the continent of Africa and African. Paris smell like they piss everywhere. Oh my God, Devala. I'm not I'm sorry. I'm not here to offend anyone, but I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Probably because I've been around the world and I see different cultures, see how different people live, see different places and whatever. You know which one I fell in love with also? Oh my God. Let me tell you one that I fell in love with. Greece. Anybody in here have been to Greece? Oh my God. I fell in love with Greece. And I think Italy, yes. I fell in love with Greece. Was it that one I went on? Was it Greece, the one that I went on? And everything just seemed white? Was it that one? Or was it Greece? Yeah, I think it's Greece. Anybody been to Greece? I think it's the one like everything is just white. It is so beautiful. I was like, oh mighty God of Daniel. And it was so serene. The water was just to die for. And I'm like, oh my God. I would just get up, have me a cup of tea. And I was like, wow. It was just like, it's just like, oh God. I was just breathless and speechless. But I'm going to run back over to Africa. You see, Africa, when I went there, I was so not shocked or anything because we're in 2025, bear in mind. The people and the houses, oh my God, they have some mansion in Africa. Don't let anybody, remember, There's Africa is a big continent, and some parts of Africa. Bongo, you're traveled the world, boo. That's a cool girl. Thank you so much, my dear one, and thank you so much, my drill sergeant. Thank you so much to every one of you on here. Right? Um, there I seen some houses, and sometimes I say to myself, "Is Africa really poor?" You know what I'm kind of with? Is Africa really poor? Because the stereotype they put out there, them hungry, and see the children. You see like children with like children flies all over them. Then they always show in the media they living in hut, you know, where society would deem as unkept. So you have never been there, so you have that thing in your mind. You have that visual in your mind, and then when you land there, because I was in Gambia in Banjul. Banjul in Gambia in Africa. That's where I was, and but while I was there, we didn't just stay in Banjul. We went to different areas in Africa, but we were like right there was like the port that we were. But anyway, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep an open mind. I just figured that they were using people. The Amalfi Coast in Italy is, oh my God, charm. You know what I'm talking about. The scenery is to die for. The scenery in Greece is to die for. And it's something about their houses. Charm, you see, you've been there so you could relate. It's something about the houses. It's like most of their houses are like, I would say a hill or a mountain. I don't know what you guys will call it. And I'm like, most of the houses are like in white. And oh my God, the scenery is just to die for. But anyway, like when I went there, I was astonished. Like a good astonishment. Africa is beautiful, people. Oh my God, don't let nobody fooling about Africa. You understand? These people are wicked. I'm not saying that people are not suffering, because people are suffering all over the world. Because when I went to Haiti, right, we went on a mission and we had to do some volunteer work, among other things there. And I don't think I saw poverty in Africa like what I seen in Haiti, right? And I said to myself, right, that, oh my God, when I was in Africa, I made a comparison between both. And I said to myself, when I'm talking about people are actually dying in Haiti from hunger. I saw babies like stomach was like way out there. I mean, all kind of things were going. Kids were actually eating, and I'm not putting on Haiti because I've met some wonderful people, some Haitian people, both Asian brothers and sisters, beautiful spirited people, right? Yeah, go, Charm. I recommend Africa. I recommend Africa anytime, any day. So when I saw these I'm talking about beautiful houses in Africa, and I said these people are wicked enough. They put out this persona like, we know we have rich and poor everywhere, but the way when you look on the media, when you look at some of these advertisements, they always show the bad. Even with Jamaica, the only reason why they're showing good things about Jamaica, because Jamaica is considered one of those tourist places, so they have to show the good part and the good things and say, yeah, man, this playing Bob Marley music, showing like the resorts and whatever. If it wasn't beneficial to them, they would have treated Jamaica like Africa. They would have treated Jamaica like Africa. So when I go and I saw the houses, but one thing I noticed about them, Africa people go big. When they're ready to do, they do the do. That's what I learned also. If they're going to build a house, it have to be grand. Yes, it have to be grand. And the gates have to be grand. The walls have to be grand. You know that kind of even if the house is placed on a street that is not there's no street, you can best believe the house is going to be grand. Okay? The house is going to be grand. And then let me tell you something. If you're in Africa, go to the wildlife. Yeah, get that experience. It is to die for. Get that experience. See all the different animals, the wildlife, and everything. And don't let them fool you. African people are very, very welcome. I've been to different parts in Africa, and I've not yet to see them not being welcome, right? And then on top of that, I think where they get it mixed up, right? And saying people poor and live in huts. Let me clarify that from a first-hand experience, not from hearsay or what somebody told me or what has been broadcast on TV or even here on social media. There are tribes, right? And that's why people need to educate themselves. I'm serious. People really need to educate themselves because there are tribes in Africa, and these people are who they are. They're not trying to be like the Western world. And yes, some of them live in huts because I was privileged and blessed to been, I was taken over there. And the people, even though some of the things that they show in the hut, they actually live in huts for through. Some of them only have like certain garments, and the women even walk around. Some of them with their, and I'm not going to go deep into it, but to me, and I seen that, I was like, oh my God, other people might be like turning their nose up on them, but when I saw that, I was like, wow. I just had like a different perspective on them. Not like to say that they're suffering, because believe me, when I went there and that tribe, I was like, I didn't see sufferation on these people. To be honest, I just saw a culture of people that were happy with living the minimum life. They were super happy. However way they feed themselves, I wouldn't like, eat, or and that's just me, but I'm not putting down. But I saw that they were happy. Kenya is beautiful. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Kenya. Kenya was beautiful. And you know that they love Jamaicans down there in Kenya. They love Jamaica. You see, when you go to Kenya, I don't know if you've been to Kenya. Or I'm assuming that you've been there, Audrey, because you said Kenya is beautiful. You see, when they're down there, they have mad love for Jamaican people. I would say that, if they realize that you have some kind of Jamaican heritage in you, I don't know if it's like a plus. You know what I mean, Audrey. Some of them want to speak. Yeah, man. Everything is Bob Marley. If they got up their Kenya flag, you can best believe there is going to be a Jamaican flag next to it. They're just super. The only con that I saw with them is that the women, should I say this on my birthday? Because I don't want to come off kind of raw and kind of like, you know what, let me not say it. I'm going to pick another day. But I saw something distasteful, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to hold it back for another day and another time. And so far, let me hold it back. Yes. I've been to Curacao. I've been to Curacao. Yeah, I've been to Curacao. Yeah. For the person say you've been, yeah, I've been to Curacao. I guess you live in Curacao, right? But that was long time ago. I've been to Panama like 3 times. Yes. Been to Costa Rica. Didn't care for it. Yeah. But I've been to Panama and I've been to Costa Rica. I want to go to Belize. I have not been to Belize, but I've been to Panama. I hear people, bigging up. Oh, I see people showing pictures of Panama and whatever. I'm like, okay, as long as no matter where you go, you have fun. That's all that counts, right? Having fun, having a good time, loving on yourself, be the best that you can be. But let me tell you something about Panama. When I went to Panama, I got robbed. But that still never deterred me from going back to Panama because I've been there 3 times. Yeah, over a period of time. So I've been there 3 times. It's sad to say, when I've been to, a lot of Jamaican live there too. Yes, they love Jamaican culture. Let me tell you something. In Kenya, like I said, so I'm not lying, right, Audrey? Okay, you gonna have some people on here think that I have no reason to lie. I live my life to be simple, and like I said, I was afforded because of my job to be in these places. So that's why I'm so super thankful, right? It's not like I'm a rich person and I was able to go book a flight and that gonna cost me like 10,000, 6,000, 3,000 for the plane ticket or anything like that. So, but I've taken flights, which is not business, in a first world country. But most of the time it is business, right? You love St. Martin? St. Martin is coming up in December. I think I announced it too quick. But St. Martin will be, I've heard so much great things Audrey, about Saint Martin, I have not been to Saint Martin. That is one island I have not been there. I've heard great things about Saint Martin, so I think like for my Christmas, not because it's Christmas, because I don't celebrate Christmas. I think normally around that time the islands are kind of cool. I don't like to go to the islands like during the summertime. Whenever I want to visit any island, because you know those islands are, collectively are normally hot, humid and hot. So I like to visit the islands like during the winter time, because for some reason it might be hot but a little bit hot. So I was like, because I visited most of all of the prominent islands now. I said I've not been to Trinidad, but when I go to Trinidad, which is on my bucket list, I want to go like right around like, thank you so much, fearfully. I want to go like, when it's a little cooler. So Trinidad, but I definitely want to experience Carnival, because I've heard after year, like, so much of that. And I've not been to St. Martin, so I've been to Barbados. They can cook. Barbados people, boy, I tell you, I think by the time I leave the island, I get about 5. But Guyana, big up the nice Guyana massive, man. Not only that they could cook, Lord Jesus. And Grenada, I tell you, I bring to Grenada. Is it Grenada or Grenada? I'm going to pronounce it Grenada. Let me tell you something. It's a Grenada. Anybody want to buy land? Because, yes, anybody want to? I had some great news about a week ago. You see, in Grenada, beautiful, beautiful. And some of them actually speak like as if they're Jamaican. I had to ask one guy when I was there, like, yeah, Jamaican family, if you got Jamaican heritage in you, because his accent was so deep. He was like, no, yeah, but you can't call me Yadi if you want me to call, and I was like, damn. And, I developed some, just visiting people over time, communication. And I didn't know that land in Grenada was that cheap. Grenada is beautiful, people. Beautiful, beautiful island. You know that in Grenada, you can get 3 acres of land, right? 3 acres of land in Grenada for 1,000, anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 US. So sometimes, people, we got to look out of the box in the sense like, visit other places, right? Get to know other culture. Get to know other, not that you're going to give up on wherever you guys are from, but, look at other avenues. And when the person told me, I was like, because I was looking all over, and it was like, man, I heard like some live I did before. I don't even remember that live that I did. So the person that reached out to me and they were like, they have land down here selling on Natty. You can get all 2-3 acres of land, For about good acres of land with for about 1,000 to 1,500 US dollars. And I'm starting to I'm like, what is the currency? I need to work 6 months and travel the next 6 months. Yeah. Because let me tell you something. You have some people haven't taken a vacation in years, As simple as it look, you have people out here have not taken a vacation in years. They have not taken a vacation. And every day, these are working class people, no matter what job they're doing. And some of them, the reason they would love to take it, but they cannot. Because you know that you have some people live from paycheck to paycheck, bless their heart. So they can't really even take a week, because every week that they work is already calculated for. This week for the rent, this week for the car note, this week for the insurance, this week for the food. Some of them, even if they have grown children that are gone, they're taking care of their grandchildren. They don't eat. You have some people, if they really want to be honest with themselves, can tell you, oh, it's been months I haven't even done my nails, not even did me. Because everything is about bills, 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 bills. And there's a lot of people that's not doing. Sometimes, I hear stories and I'm saying to myself, some people lost their jobs. Some people are trying to get back into the job market where they're looking for, like, gainful employment, and they have not been finding any luck, but they're out there seeking and seeking and seeking. And it's rough out there for some people now. That would be the life. I'm serious. It's like it is rough. Some people, when you look upon them, I'm telling you, they put the best. It's like they're putting their best foot out there, but deep inside of them, they're just crying. That's why me, nobody can cuss me. Anybody way in them right mind would take them all cuss me. I fool them fool, because I never come out here and tell nobody that I am rich. I never tell nobody I'm a millionaire. I never act like I better off than. If anything, I would quick for tell you no, I'm a drunk or a so I'm like, I could just imagine. I said to myself, boy, I may tell you, have to thank God, You have to thank God for life. You have to. Or whoever wanna believe on have to just say thanks. Because boy, I may tell you, it's rough. Some people have it rough. Some people have it rough. Some people are lose them house as we speak. How many months pass and can't pay their mortgage? Some people, they got the house and they had like a good job at the time, so they could afford the mortgage, lost their job. So now they probably find another job, but it's not enough like we used to pay them before. And them I try to hold it together. Yeah, some people right now, repo man, a confident car. Yeah. That's why let me tell you something. I have two vehicles, I have an SUV and I have and I was saying to myself, should I upgrade it, the SUV. And remember I was asking you guys like different cars and vehicle that you guys like, just to kind of give me a little help, a little feedback on. I was asking about the maintenance. And my love, I have an Hyundai. I mean I try to tell you, and I have an SUV. I have two vehicles. And them is not a 2025, not a 2024, not a 2023. But me tell you said it two my two I have a man, I call the SUV my man, and I call the car, the Hyundai my girl. You understand? Not in that sense, but I may tell you nothing wrong with them. They run good. And then they never feel me. Like feel me when me say me not engine probably in the trunk. And my love, I am glad with my two local. One call them Betsy, call them Betsy. I live a very simple life. You understand? You have some people out there them work, and before them start to think about them bills, right? I don't know if it's a little thing or should I be fair and said it's a human thing, right? But me love big up the sign, Leo. And before, take for example, them bring home like about 1,800 a week or 2 grand a week, right? And for the month, that's about over $8,000 to $9,000, right? Yeah, boy. Some people don't start calculate anything, because I'm telling you guys, I will mesmerize y'all every day. Okay, so don't even try it. Don't listen to what I'm saying and trying to connect dots, because y'all going to fail miserably. I'm going to let you guys know that, right? So I'm saying here, like some people, right? They get their check, and instead of the first thing they should be prioritizing, okay? Because, we're grown, right? People on an average know what their utility bill is going to run like, right? How much water, like on an average, you pay how much for water bill, you pay how much for. And so, you being the responsible person that you should be saying, all right, the mortgage is X amount. And or if you're in an apartment, the apartment is supposed to be a certain amount, right? You have these individuals. I feel sorry for the ones that lost their job and they just got like a Delta bad card. Cause people out there, cause you have some companies who will tell you don't even give you a warning and said we have to cut back. Unfortunately, you was a great employee, but we have to let you go, right? For whatever reason, and even more so depends on the state that you live in. Cause you have this right to work state, the right to hire and right to fire, that they don't really have to give you like an excuse to let you go. So, but those people that really, I feel sorry for them, because remember, you go to work to take care of yourself, take care of your family, and take care of your bills. And then when you fall into that predicament, and if you don't have any income, because some people, let's be real, not everybody can look into their account and see 100 grand in it. Right, guys? We're going to be real. Not everybody can wake up and say, you know what, I have 100,000 sit down into a checking, into a savings account. I might have a little thing in the checking. No, most people don't. Some people don't. Like me, I had like a very nice, oh God, I don't want to say it. I don't know. Let me not say it anyway. So, yeah. So for people that, in good jobs, and every time they get their paycheck, they don't prioritize the fact that Mortgage have to be paid. If they live in an apartment, you have to pay your rent. You have to pay. You have to, keep some money back for to travel to go back to work. Most state are mandated for you to have insurance. So make sure that all these them get the money. You have people every time them get pay. First thing, them gone a club, them gone here. I have to go buy something this week. And then after them spend out their money, them have to go buy Ziggy. Because you have some serious Ziggy, people, that when them, let me tell you something, when them get the money, you have some serious, as much as I love Ziggy, not, because I saw people that cuss me with Ziggy, and I'm like really? I endorse it and I enable it. When you can't find something better for customer, you can't call me drunk girl. I am a drunk girl. You can't miss a germs, miss a dog shit. But anyway, and today's my birthday. I want to keep it cute. All right. I've known people that smoke cigarettes that every single week, when them get paid, all their money goes into that. And yeah, man, all day, every day, them buy enough and them do whatever. And I think that in anything that you do, if you find that it's going to cloud your judgment, you understand? It's going to cloud your judgment where you can't perform at your best or you can't act accordingly. I don't think, even though, it's not for you. It's not for you. And because back in the days, right, people could buy, let me talk to my American people. I don't know about over there, like in Great Britain or Canada. But here, like back in the days, right, you could buy even a little Ziggy bag for like $3 or $5. Who knows, right? That was back in the days. No, yes, the Ziggy men and women, they've stepped up their game. Yeah, like, and stepped it up like way up. And when I hear people, oh, I can't wait to get paid because I'm going to do this, and before Monday or Tuesday come, some of them are broke. Like broke. They're borrowing, how to get back to work. So I'm saying what I'm saying that, I just feel bad for some of the people that, even today, a lot of them, they get in their car repo, they're losing their houses and whatever. And, I have mad respect and mad love for the people, them right, that have lost their job, never scammed anybody, never came out and be a burden to nobody, and find other avenues to make it work. So you have some people will lose their job, right? Now we can plant in the backyard, all right? So you have some people that lost their job, and family members are, people that know that they lost their job, probably in their mind wishing the worst for them or expecting the worst. And so you wouldn't even know. You have some people, they get and they grind. Some people start to do different things to make revenues come in. Still hold it down. But I tell them I have mad respect for them people, until better coming up. Me said, people like those are like inspiration for me. People like those are like serious inspiration for me. Because I'm saying to myself, in these times, times rough and the economy is just bad worldwide, that you get like, for whatever reason you lost your job and you still go out there, get on your grind, find different avenues to make it happen, and still out there, you're not in a shelter. Not to say that shelter is bad, because anything beat homelessness, being meaning living on the street, right? And still I do it. Enough people right now doing it. Enough people. Enough people right now. You see, before I came off Facebook and came on YouTube, right? Somebody shoot me a WhatsApp, not calling any name, because I'm not in the business like that. And the person said, big up yourself, Natty. Didn't say BonGo. Big up yourself, Natty. Why me I watch your thing? I tell you. She said, me I watch your thing. And I have mad love and respect for you. Me in the hospital and my hospital bed. And I tell you, tears came to my eyes. And I didn't know who the person is, because the number, I was not familiar with the number. And I replied. I did reply. If I reply, I'll tell them something reply. I said, do you mind sharing who you are? I said, do you mind sharing who you are? Because I don't recognize this number. That's what I said in the reply, because I keep it very minimum, because I don't know who the person is. And the person told me who I am, and I tears just fell out my eyes. And I said to myself, Squad. I replied back and I said, Squatty. And I was like, and she told me what she was there for. And I just, tears just fell out my eyes. And I'm like, and this Squatty has been watching me for a very, very long time. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, we're back. I had to take a minute. When I found out who the Squatty is, oh my God, I'm telling you, I'm a strong person. I don't get easily moved. But when I found out who that person is, I'm not going to lie to you. Tears fell out my eye. And what that person is going through. Because we had a conversation. We had a conversation. I'm not going to call any names. That's not what I do. And y'all will never know. You understand? Beautiful spirited person. Very beautiful. And when I said I've been following me for a while, very active in the comment section. And you wouldn't even, I said to her on the phone, because it first came in as a text, but then resulted on a phone call. And I said to that person, right? Today's my birthday. And to know that somebody could be in the hospital, right? In that state, and took the time. Because, you know, you would be more focused on your health. And also took the time to always engage in the comment section. It brought tears to my eyes. You know, sometime I wish I was in the healthcare field. I swear to God, things like these, I wish I was in the health field. Like when certain people tell you about certain things that they're going through, you know, sometimes I said to myself, probably if I was in the healthcare field, or even have like close family members that who are nurse and doctors and things like that. So when somebody, they're talking about what they're going through, I could say, well, I can relate. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here giving any advice to anyone. But then I could have like a solid input, right? Like a solid input. And when I found out what was going on here, and I said to myself, I couldn't give any input. I just kind of, my voice got a little cracky. And she say, Natty Bongo. Bongo, I hope you're not crying because me love you, girl, me love you. And I must say, yeah, man. And I said back to her, it's love and love alone over here, so. And so I asked her the question. I said, what are they doing for you? Because she said to me, one thing I know about you, Bongo, you're not going to, anything I reveal to you, you're not going to say it. And I said, listen, I don't want you to reveal anything to me. I said to her, you didn't even have to tell me that you're in hospital and you're in a bed. You could have left that part out. I said, it's none of my business. She said, no, 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 you never asked me nothing. I'm just sharing. I said, I would prefer it if you had left that out. You understand? And we just stick if you wanted to talk about birthday and whatever. And she said what she said. And she said, I'm not here, and so anyway, I said, just let's talk about it. I'm happy, I'm grateful, but some people are going to be who they are. So they went into their thing, and I said to her, I don't even know what to tell you. I've never worked in the medical profession, but I did ask her a few questions, and I said to her, like, she said whatever is going on with her, it's like they cannot find out what it is. They know it's something going on, and they're making like different diagnoses and stuff like, but it's bad. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I said, I have no inkling. One of the things I've never heard of. Two of the other things, I've heard about it. I've heard about it. And I've heard people on social media, per se, are going through the same things as well. And I said to her, I don't know, and I'm not going to lie to you, right? Keisha Anderson said, you will never know the people that watch you, what they're going through, and how much respect we give to the ones that watch, plus the kind of job that we do. We appreciate you. I want to take the time, Keisha, to tell you thank you. I really, really appreciate that, what you just wrote in the comment section. Because, even though we come out every day, we class up one another, we curse one another, we like who we like out here in social media, in this virtual space. At the end of the day, right? And I'm going to say this, right? And a lot of it's not, and I'm coming from an unbiased perspective. People in social media like who they like, gravitate to who they gravitate to. And we already seen, I don't have to go down history lane. We don't know each other. Some people are privileged to meet each other. I've never met anyone in social media, right? But there's some wonderful people in social media. Despite the Noah, don't trust none of them and whatever. I have met some beautiful souls in social media. I don't care who I want worried, who no want war, or whoever hate against who or whatever. There's wonderful people. I have met wonderful platform owners, wonderful followers. When I said met, not in person. You understand? Wonderful supporters. And I cannot ask God enough. He has blessed me with some wonderful admins. Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, I couldn't ask for more. But let's get back to what I did say. I didn't stay on long because I was saying that I'm coming to YouTube. And girl, I see. I said I am not going. I'm just going to generalize it. I'm going to do a topic on certain illness because when she stated right, and I'm saying, but guys, how can you be in a hospital, right, and the doctors don't know what is really really going on with you? Anybody ever been placed in that predicament, right? Has anybody on here ever been placed in that predicament where you guys been to the doctor and it's like you're there and they're still trying to figure out what's going on? And I'm not talking about being there for like a day or 2 days, and they're like trying to run tests here or there or whatever, but you have been there for a little bit and they still cannot conclude like, okay, this is what you have, or this is what it's everything is like mostly like assumption, speculation. They might, or how can you be sick and be in a major hospital and they can I'm thinking, I'm like, oh God, it's your birthday, you're thinking too much, but it's just my heart. I just wish that everybody could be well and everybody could be good. But then again, realistically, we have all different kinds of people in social media. But it touched me to the core, and I'm saying, God, why you couldn't let me work in the healthcare field where I could even give her some comforting advice, I have been in that predicament, but they found out after many tests. No, they still haven't come and say, God, I'm going to I'm trying to throw it cautiously, very lightly. But I'm like, how can you be in the hospital and you cannot find out? Do I have anybody on here that is like in the medical field? I'm going to throw some stuff out because I'm just like, God, I just want, I just wish the world could just be well. It's just too much bigger for wishes. And that's why, I pray for health and strength. When I'm praying, I'm like, God, give me health. I said to the universe to shift my health into position, align my health, like, because, I'm God, like, Jesus Christ. When I heard, I couldn't believe because this person is on my page, actively, engaging and, like Keisha said, you don't know. You don't know. I'm telling you, sometimes when you see people, not even see them, or even, online or in comment, sometimes people have it rough, Let me tell you something. It's like a triangle. The three worst stress you can have in life is money problem, man problem, relationship problem, and health problem. I call it the triangle. I call it the triangle. The three worst triangle. I call it the triangle of life for me. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it, or probably you hearing it first from BonGo. But the three worst things is the triangle of your life, which is man problem, relationship problem, money problem, financial problem, and and health problem, sickness. I'm telling you. And see how some people have all three. You don't say you're salt nor rascal when you have three, Some people have money problem, but they don't have man problem. Some people have man problem, they don't have money problem. Some people have health problem, and then have man problem, not have none of them. But you say when you have all three of them people, oh my God. Why me couldn't imagine? Me couldn't imagine having the triangle of life. No, sir. The triangle of life. But I say to you, sister, as a squaddy, you know who you are. Hold your head high. There have to be a breakthrough. And I told you the same thing on the phone. There have to be a breakthrough because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light. And I'm telling you, I cried because she started to cry as well. She started to cry because she said, BonGo, Natty, I bet you them tell me what wrong with me. More than me in here I suffer so. And them can't give me like whatever. So I said to her, why not try to go have them. What do you think, Squaddy? Don't you think she should leave that hospital and even go to another state? Why me I think all kind of things. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I think because for me, let me tell you what I would do. Like I said, everybody, if I'm sitting here, I would probably ask my 10 pitney them, you understand? Especially my triplet. Because my twin, I have two triplets and a twin, and I have one bag of ginger ale and a pitney, right? We know one of them particular would have probably hauled my ass out of the hospital a long time and go somewhere else. But I really think that she should leave, just my opinion, and like go to another state or another hospital and see, because I'm like, I just can't just be like suffering like that. And they're giving her, because I asked her like, what are they giving you? So I guess they just giving her some basic things, like some, you have some medication, which is one for all medication, like if you're in pain. Yes, Black Annex, me say, if that me never want go, me have one day with all my ras out the long time. She with all my ras out the long freaking time. She's like another alpha female like her mama. She with all fair ras and tap up in there, and she don't even care about no discharge. And say, we're out of here. Mama, we're out the fuck out of here. I don't know what these motherfuckers doing in here, but we're out. Thank you so much, Maxine. Thank you for the birthday. Well wishes. Thank you. Would have been out. But what I do know from a lot of people that have it, right? And I'm not saying everything that she have, because social media is a very cruel place, right? But what I'm going to say, right? She has diabetes. She has high blood pressure. And then she has something major. I'm going to leave that part out. I'm going to do a misconstrued. I don't want anybody to run with any false narrative, right? No false narrative at all. What I did, because she said she had both, right? She have high blood pressure and she have diabetes. She said what the doctor told her, that is some way, it's like the blood pressure was like 210 when she first went there, initially when she first went there, because I had a little conversation with her before I came on YouTube. She said the blood pressure was like 210 over like a high number, over a very high number. And they told her that she was in Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, I appreciate it. That will really help to make my day because I was doing so fine until I hear that. I'm still doing well. And she said the blood pressure was 210 over, guys know how the numbers are supposed to run. She's also diabetic. And the I don't that part I didn't understand. It's like she said it dropped. I don't know if dropping mean good or dropping mean bad, but she said it dropped significantly. So she said the doctors were telling her, being that the blood pressure was like in whatever range. Like again, like I said, I'm not in healthcare, so I don't know what is a good range or what, but I can kind of like some. And then being a diabetic, it had dropped to crucial levels. So if you're a diabetic, you wanna know what a crucial level. So being the hypertension, being what it is, and being it threw her off and gave her a stroke. You understand? And I'm asking her, so did you get the stroke from uh, did you get the stroke from the diabetes, or did you get the stroke from the hypertension? Were they able to decipher which one it is and stuff? And guys, I didn't know that hypertension was so freaking deadly because it will. It's like what it did was bust some things in. Oh God, let me say it. I want to say it exactly. Oh my God, I had to cry. I had to cry. And I'm a strong person. And it's like is it blood vessel? She said her vein. And I'm like, oh my God. And then with the, she needs to get out of there quick. I really think that she needs to go to a different hospital. I tell her that I have a lot of squatters that, have underlying conditions and they're very mature people. I would never call her name. I would never do that. You understand? Nobody will never know who it is. I would never even give a clue or nothing of that nature. But I just want her to get well because, like I said, she engaged on my platform and been there a long time. I mean, just, because, my platform, we laugh and we have fun. And then when we turn off the live stream, that would go back to regular life and then, and things like that. And I was like, you had blood vessels. And then I guess when they did like an MRI of the brain, they saw like, the blood, however they figure anything out. I don't want to seem too dramatic or anything like that, right? But then, the other thing that she have going on, the real major thing, because she been in the hospital, so they got the blood pressure kind of stable, and they're giving her. She said they're giving her the medication through the IV, and plus on top of it, she getting pills. They're saying they got the hypertension, the blood pressure down to a certain level, but they are alarmed about the sugar. Caribbean people call it sugar, the diabetes, because even though they're in the hospital, the sugar keep going up and down. So I'm saying, what? In a hospital where you have the good medication for bring down the sugar? You understand? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, what are they giving you? And then I told her, don't tell me. I don't want to know because if you tell me, I wouldn't know what it is and so forth. So I am saying, guys, anybody on here who have diabetes, right? When you understand, she said, "BonGo, right now, me not take anything for bring down the sugar." You understand? And thing. If me say no, me no know, me not gonna lie to you. Me no know of any regiment out there, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. I rather don't know than to make up some story. I'm not going to fabricate anything. And she said, yeah, because me said the other day, they must say me almost go in a diabetic coma. Me say, what name so me love? Is there such a thing? Me hear about hypertension, but me don't know. So me say, Lord God, herbalist, which herbalist? Because I think it's that way she going. And I say, is there any herb out there for diabetes though? I said to myself, Lord Jesus, I don't know. I don't, because her state of affair, you have to be very careful right now. But I'm saying to myself, is anybody on here ever like I know, come on hide it, on son have diabetes, so it's not nothing that and some people don't care about their health thing anyway because they embrace it. They come out and people can learn from it, right? Hello there, Janet. So I am saying here, right? Is there such thing out there where you can take to kind of help you with your, if you have diabetes, because obviously she's not going to come off her medicine, but when she told me that. And what is a diabetic coma? It's where you sleep for a long time, because I think sleepness is affiliated with coma, right? But sometimes it sounds dumb as hell, because, oh God, just bear with me. Today's my birthday, so just bear with me, all right, guys? But I am saying that, where are my people? Nobody's commenting. Huh? Nobody's commenting in the comment section. What is going on here? Y'all, my little 35 people, why are you not commenting? Y'all just here to listen to the birthday girl today? Awagwana. What is not this? Can I get one more birthday like? But anyway, whether no one like it or not, that's up to you guys. Tell her to take Umalaga. Where would someone find that? Cause I would definitely buy it. I am be flying out tomorrow, but I'll expedite it over there to her and have them deliver it to her room, or if she want me to do it to her family, because some people are don't want to give their address out, and I respect people's privacy. So this is it Umalag? Where is it like? Is it like seeds? What is it? Is it something that you need to boil in tea? Can I find it in Amazon? Is it located in the pharmacy, like in Walgreens, Walmart? Where can I find that? You understand? She's over there in Pennsylvania. She's in Pennsylvania. She's in Pennsylvania. She's in Philly. Philly in Pennsylvania. Yeah, she's over there. Yeah, so I've been to Philadelphia, brotherly love, but I don't know too much about Philly. I don't know about these stores and things like that. But and she's open to herbal things, because you hear about this and you hear about that. But I am so worried for her. Beautiful spirit, you understand? And I'm like, so when they say it's in Walgreens, okay, I will let her know if she want to pass it along to her family members, because she says she's open. She's not going to stop taking her medication. But then again, I don't even know. So can you take that? Along with other medications, like what the doctor prescribed for you, or would it conflict? Can she take that and her medication, because she's still in the hospital? Can she do that? Can she do both? I just feel so bad, and for what she's going through, she still is in good spirit. She was like, Lord God, Natty, it make you cry. Your voice sound kind of crackly. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, really? I said I could never tell. That's what I'm telling you sometime, Oh, okay. You can do it together. Thank you for the birthday well wishes, Vanessa. Thank you. It's just so sad. But the part that really gets me, what I'm saying in my head, I wish I was in the healthcare field to even just give her some sort of advice, because how can you be in the fucking hospital for almost a month and they still don't know what is wrong with you? That is the part that got my head all fucked up. She said to me, BonGo, if they could at least tell me what is wrong with me. She said I would figure the unknown is what. Because she said she just dread that, finally they're going to come and give her something that's just going to crush her. She said she even thinking if they know. Thank you so much for the birthday, Money Chaser. Thank you so much. Yeah. And I'm saying to myself, and I see the birthday, gift coming from other avenues. I'm not going to say anything. Big up on a nice, clean self. When I know who they are. All right? When I know who they are. So, I told her she need to look at another hospital, whether it's out of state. And if you go somewhere else and they still don't find you, fly out. Fly to another country. But my love, me not sit down there. Me not sit down in no hospital. Me not sit down in no hospital and you come tell me every day. You can't conclude to say what is wrong. Wrong with me? No, me not work with that. Like me say, me have one gangster there with all our rights and be like, motherfuckers don't look at me. Not near one of y'all bitches. Look at me. I'm here for my mama only, and we get the fuck up out of here. Yeah! Oh, girl, we're not staying there. But, I'm not going to stay too long. I just want to say thank you to everybody for, for the well wishes and for, just for the love. that y'all been showing to me, right? Because it's one natty bongo, never two. You understand? I just write this other thing there. One natty bongo, never two. All right? Love me or hate me. I'm not here for the love. I could care less. I love me. Self love is the best love. I am surrounded by people that love me. And for that says, tonight will be my Ziggy party. Yes, the whole sport bar is all about bongo. Yes, I will have a great time. Tomorrow I'm flying out. So I'm ready to leave. And I just want to tell you guys thank you kindly. All right. Big up on a nice clean self. And I'm telling you, God is good. I am not rich, never aspired to be rich, but I'm not in the worst. All right. And even if I was, I'm an alpha female, a very trying individual. I know I cannot stay down for long, right? I cannot. Some people stay dormant, stay stagnant, stay down because anything can reach anybody in life. But nobody knows me better than me. This gal, yeah, this bitch here can never stay down for long. All right. So with that said, I have some things to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot. I want to big up on a nice clean self.